Have you ever wondered what it truly means to listen, not just to people, but to the Earth itself? In a time when our planet speaks through storms, melting ice, and burning forests, perhaps what humanity needs most is not another technology, but the ancient art of listening. Across generations, indigenous peoples have practiced what we now call spiritual ecology, a way of seeing the Earth not as property, but as kin. A wise elder from the Northeast Hills once said, "The Earth does not belong to us, we belong to the Earth." And she speaks, if only we would be quiet enough to hear. In modern cities, we listen mostly to noise, notifications, engines, and screens. But in the indigenous world, listening is a form of prayer. To listen to the Earth is to enter into relationship. The rivers are not resources, they are relatives. The forest is not timber, it is teacher. In the language of many tribes, trees, animals, even stones are spoken of as persons. This is the grammar of Onimesi, where every living being has a voice. As one Amazonian elder says, "The forest does not shout, it whispers, but the one who lives with her will understand even the silence." This way of being is built on reciprocity, a sacred exchange between human and earth. When a Kasi farmer harvests rice, she offers the first handful back to the soil. When the Maori fish, they thank the ocean with song. This is not ritual for ritual's sake. It is ethics lived through gratitude. A Lakota teaching reminds us, you take only what you need, because what you take is also taking care of you. In the modern world, we might call this sustainability, but in truth, it is humility. So here's a habit worth reclaiming. Every time you consume, pause and offer thanks. Whether it's your morning tea or the electricity that lights your home, gratitude restores relationship. Indigenous wisdom does not live in books. It lives in stories. Stories are maps of memory. They teach how to walk gently, how to plant, when to rest. Among the Nagas, every river has a tale. Among the Sami of the Arctic, every reindeer path is a song. To forget these stories is to lose the language of belonging. In a way, these oral traditions were the first sustainability manuals, not written in ink, but in experience. Our modern society measures progress in data, yet we are starved of meaning. Perhaps that's why loneliness and ecological collapse feel like two faces of the same wound. We've forgotten how to listen to the world that once raised us. Indigenous rituals are not superstition, they are embodied knowledge. Each dance, each offering, each song marks the rhythm of life and the cycle of care. As an elder from the Amazon said, "We dance not to entertain the gods, but to remind the earth that we still remember her." In Stoic philosophy, the practice was to live according to nature. In Buddhism, mindfulness is learning to see the world without the filter of desire. In indigenous life, these truths are not studied, they are lived. Here's one practice you can try today. Step outside. Sit with a tree, a bird, or even the wind. Don't record it. Don't name it. Just listen. Listening is not passive, it is participation. Our ecological crisis is not only environmental, it is spiritual. We've forgotten that we are threads in a web of life. But there is hope because the earth is still speaking. And her oldest listeners, the indigenous peoples of the world, are still keeping that conversation alive. Their wisdom is not ancient, it is urgent. If science shows us how the planet works, indigenous knowledge reminds us why it matters. Together, they can guide us back to balance, to a way of being that is not about conquering the world, but communing with it. The message is simple, yet profound. Listen, not to reply, not to dominate, but to understand. Because when we learn to listen to the earth, we begin to heal both her wounds and our own. This has been Echoes of the Earth, a journey through the wisdom of indigenous philosophy and the art of belonging. If you found resonance in this reflection, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again for more stories that remind us who we are, children of the earth, still learning how to listen.